In the winter of 1492, the red and gold banners of the Catholic monarchs fluttered above the Alhambra, and the last Muslim ruler of Granada, Muhammad XV, known to the Castilians as Boabdil, surrendered the ancient city, ending nearly 8 centuries of Islamic rule on the Iberian Peninsula. The fall of Granada was not just the closing chapter of the Reconquista, it was also the beginning of a complex and tragic new era for Spain's Muslims. After the keys to Granada were handed over, a solemn treaty was signed between the victorious Christian monarchs and their Muslim counterparts. Known as the Treaty of Granada, it promised a future forged in coexistence. Its terms were clear. The Muslims of Granada would be allowed to practice their faith, speak their Arabic language, maintain their traditions, keep their mosques, and be judged by their own laws. No forced conversions, no reprisals. At first, the Christian conquerors largely abided by the treaty. Muslim officials were left in place, muezzins still climbed minarets at prayer time, and the streets of Granada thrummed with a familiar rhythm. But beneath this surface, calm, resentment, and suspicion simmered. Hardline clergy and newly arrived Christian settlers saw Granada's Muslims as a threat to both religion and order. They pressed the monarchy to abandon their promises and to reshape Granada, remaking its people in the Christian image. Within a decade, under the guidance of Cardinal Francisco Jiménez de Cisneros, the fragile pact was shattered. Mosques were forcibly converted to churches. Arabic books, including priceless works of science and poetry, were burned in public squares. The population was pressured and then compelled to accept baptism. Those who refused faced imprisonment or worse. This break with the treaty was the first rumble in a storm that soon swept across Spain: the rise of the Inquisition. The inquisitors, armed with the authority of church and crown, rooted out what they called heresy with relentless zeal. Fear and betrayal tore through families and entire neighborhoods. Faced with the stark choice between conversion or expulsion, thousands of Muslims, now called Moriscos after baptism, submitted outwardly to Christianity while striving to preserve remnants of their heritage in secret. Others fled, their final glimpses of Granada's whitewashed walls glimpsed through tears and exile. The breach of the Treaty of Granada left scars that would endure for generations. What began as hopeful coexistence dissolved into suspicion and repression, forever altering the character of Spain. The fall of Granada, far from simply ending a war, marked the start of a troubled quest for unity at the steep cost of diversity, a lesson history still remembers. Sowing seeds of loss that echoed in distant lands where exiles sought new beginnings. For though their world was shattered, their heritage, carried in memory and whispers, would endure.